I'm Caroline Rudderman. I am a Reiki Master Teacher, and we are here to do Reiki for stressful times. So one of the things that I'm going to teach you is how to apply your Reiki when there is a lot of stuff going on. I know sometimes world events can bring up a lot of terror. I know that sometimes hearing the things that are happening on a wider scale can make us feel quite helpless. Or if there's a lot of things that happen boom, 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 like back to back. Or even if it's just one thing, right? Sometimes a health crisis with somebody that we love can be just consuming. Very fearful. So what I'm going to teach you right now is a simple way to apply Reiki when you are experiencing stressful times. And I'm going to be sending Reiki as backup. So if you feel like, I just need to receive right now, you will. And if you also want to participate and explore your Reiki and your healing arts, this is definitely the right place for you. So get comfortable in whatever way feels good. Sometimes if you are laying down, maybe sitting up might help you be a little bit more attentive. Or vice versa. If you're sitting up and you're just like, my back is so tired, go ahead and lay down. And I want you to pinpoint the 3 most stressful things right now for you. The reason that I'm inviting you to bring up 3 is because it's a recognition that I have a lot going on. It's just simply naming that within yourself. You might even have a moment where you surprise yourself and you're like, I didn't actually think that was stressful, but it kind of is. Stress can come from any kind of change, right? It's stressful to go through menopause, through perimenopause. It's stressful to go through puberty, where there's change happening. Or if there's a big merger happening at work, when a lot of people around you are stressed. You might be like, why am I stressed? This doesn't really affect me. But when a lot of people around you in your immediate area are feeling that, then it's gonna seep. That's sort of the, there's a lot of stuff that happens when we're in that environment. If you're in an environment where people are really joyful, either you might be like, I gotta get the heck out of here, right? You might be like, I'm not into this. You might just bounce, right? It's almost like magnets repel. Or you might be like, okay, I'll sing a song, I'll soften up, and then at the end of the night, maybe you feel a little bit better. Right? So our environments definitely affect us. And the reverse is also true. Beautiful. Another big breath in. So I want you to pick one of those things that feels stressful for you. It doesn't have to be the most stressful thing. It doesn't have to be the least stressful thing, but maybe you choose something that's kind of mid-level stress. But pick the one that you want to work on. If you're really stressed out about somebody's health crisis, go ahead and choose that. I'm going to offer you backup and be sending distance Reiki to your stress amid that circumstance, as well as the circumstance itself, as well as the situation itself. So that's how I'm offering backup. If you have Reiki hands already, you can go Reiki Go and activate your Reiki hands. Some people like to activate it through Chokure, symbol 1. If you don't have Reiki hands, that's okay. You can also imagine that there's white flowers gently drifting down over you and that whole situation. Just imagine that there's beautiful white flowers just drifting down from the sky over your stress and the whole situation itself. Beautiful. Another big belly breath in. And exhale. Now, if you want to, if you're ready, you can go ahead and add a second topic. So you can just set the intention that the Reiki that you are sending it to continues. And you're adding on, sending Reiki to yourself and the stress from that second situation, as well as the second situation itself. Everything that it's related to, everything that's connected to it. The root cause of it, the real reason that it's happening. Anyone involved who wants to receive. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. If you are not Reiki trained, you can just imagine that white flowers are also falling down over that, over yourself, connected to your stress around that second situation as well. Beautiful, you got it. And if you're feeling brave and you want to add in the third situation, go right ahead. The same way, where you're sending yourself Reiki and the stress that you are experiencing, your reaction, your response, as well as to the situation itself and everything connected to it and what's really going on for the highest and best of all involved. Or you can add the white flowers floating down over the sky. To yourself and that stress and that third situation as well. We're just adding on. We're not saying it has to be one and then the second and then the third. We're doing 1 plus 2 plus 3. Beautiful, you got it. Breathe. Sigh it out. and I'm offering you backup. So if you just want to lay on the couch and receive, I am here for that too. My job as a teacher is always to get you thinking out of the box a little bit, trying new things, seeing what works for you, and really helping you develop your individual relationship with Reiki. But if you're not having any of that today, that's okay. There's plenty of times when people are like, would you like to do an exchange? And I'm like, no, I would love to just pay you and where I can just receive. So that is a-okay if you just want to be in that state of just receiving. There's no shame, no expectation in how you have to set this up for yourself. And if you need deeper one-to-one support, don't hesitate to schedule a session with me. The link is in the bio. You can jump over to my website. These free videos are also amazing and really support the collective. But if you kind of are feeling like you want some individual attention, I am here for that too. And the individual attention doesn't mean that it's better or worse. It's just that we're focusing on what specifically is going on for you. We're just targeting your weaknesses and your fears and your overall energetic system, your mental patterns, your emotional patterns, all of that. Beautiful. One more big breath in. And sigh it all out. Yeah, the goal is to get relaxed. Even if there's a stressful situation happening, you can still be relaxed. It doesn't mean that you're failing that other person. It doesn't mean that you don't have compassion for what is happening. It doesn't even mean that you're not going to take action. But what it does mean is that you're connected to yourself and your core, that you're connected to your heartbeat and the heartbeat of the earth, the rhythm of the world around you. Another big breath in. Sigh it all out. And if you're noticing the worry patterns are emerging right now, because that's what I'm noticing for the group, even as you're starting to relax, there's this sort of constant worry pattern. We're going to just be sending Reiki to all of that as well, because that's a big part of what is creating stress. So thank you so much for joining me for this video. Please like, share, or subscribe. It really does help the channel to grow and to reach more people who are in need of Reiki. So thank you so much. Oh, and when you're finished, you can either let the white flowers just kind of stop flowing, or you can scoop up all of that beautiful energy that you sent out with your Reiki hands, give it a kiss, and then blow it away. Or you can kind of just set the intention that that is complete. Sometimes I brush down my legs or my arms. It's just a way to say, I'm done. Bye-bye. Okay. And if you don't do that, that's okay too. For many years, I would just fall asleep sending out Reiki, but just so that you know that when you open, you can also close. All right. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Bye.